Welcome back, Sumter High, to another episode of the Gamecock News. I'm Nathan, and let's jump right into this week's announcements. This week is Unified Spirit Week. Monday is Mindful Monday, so wear your favorite pajamas. Tuesday is Takes a Team Tuesday, so wear your favorite sports team attire. Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, so wear your favorite 80s outfit. Thursday is Thoughtful Thursday, so wear numbered clothes because everyone counts. And Friday is Fearless Friday, so dress like a superhero. The IB program is supporting a fundraiser for Ukrainian refugees. The fundraiser will run through March 25th in an effort to raise as much money as possible for the refugees of Ukraine. Please donate through your second block class. Map testing will be taking place for 9th graders through March 31st. Students are reminded to bring their fully charged Chromebook to map testing. Now over to an interview with this year's Miss Sumter High pageant winners.
The interview question was the most stressful thing about the pageant. We did give them a week in advance, but there was 12 questions on the sheet and there was only 6 of us. So they were still at random, and having to talk in front of a bunch of people, not knowing what you're gonna say, is terrifying.
Those questions, oh boy, those questions. I mean, it wasn't the fact that we had questions, it was just like, am I gonna get on stage and remember what I practiced? Because throughout the whole week before, we would get like play questions. So it's kind of like, Carrington, what's your theme song? Like, what's one theme song you would pick when you walked in the room? That's not a real question. So it was easier during the week, and when you got up there Saturday night with real questions, like, oh gosh. I will tell you, I did not eat anything. I tried to, but I was just so tense. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's pageant day. Ah! I was running off of water and coffee. It worked. I felt fine, and then I got there and everything just hit. I was like, wow, this is what I've been preparing for the last 2 months. Other than that, those are the only 2 emotions that I really had. When I was backstage, it was kind of like, all right, make sure you're breathing. I know you have to be quiet, but in and out. But other than that, it was pretty much the same emotions from being at home and getting there.
I was pretty relaxed. I got nervous right before I left my house, and then as soon as I got backstage, I was eased. But I have danced my entire life, and being on stage is something that's easier for me than a lot of people can say. My favorite thing about participating is getting dressed up and doing my hair and makeup and getting to put on a fancy dress and things of that nature.
The dance, oh my goodness, that dance was amazing. I had never heard that song before, which PYT by Michael Jackson, but it was like a little 80s spin on it, and learning it with the girls, we were all coordinated. There wasn't as many girls as there usually are, so it was kind of easier, and everyone seemed to be in the same right foot and everything. It was really, that dance, if I could do it a million times again, I would. Thank God it's over. I went into it, I didn't win anything my freshman year, and I was fine. Like, that's just my personality, and I was going into it the same headspace, whatever happens, happens. And then I ended up winning so much, and I was just like, wow.
Wait, did they call my number? I forgot my number. And then I saw my side of the crowd like erupt with my family and stuff. So I decided I'd start walking. And it was just a good feeling. It was shock. That was my initial reaction, was shock. Oh, my friends and I went to Cookout. We went to Cookout and took photos on a disposable camera. So that way no one ever had to see them. They could just be on a film camera.
A lovely nap on the way to Outback afterwards, and celebrating with a Queensland pasta from Outback. And then coming home, debriefing, de-makeupifying, and sleeping. And then looking at the pictures the next day was also a great way to celebrate, because no way that was me just a couple hours ago. But yeah.
Now for this week's sports. Tonight, March 21st, boys golf has the Magnolia Invitational at Beach Creek, varsity softball and baseball have games against St. James, and B-Team baseball is playing at North Central. Tuesday, March 22nd, Boys varsity and JV soccer have games at St. James, and girls varsity soccer is at home against St. James. JV softball and baseball also have games at St. James. Wednesday, March 23rd, track has an away meet. Varsity baseball and softball are at St. James again, and B-team baseball has a home game against Sneed. Thursday, March 24th, JV softball and baseball have home games against St. James. Finally, March 25th, JV and varsity soccer have home games against St. James. Girls varsity soccer is at St. James. Varsity softball is at home against St. James, and varsity baseball is playing at St. James. Juniors and seniors, if you're planning on attending prom and haven't purchased a ticket yet, tickets are now $45 and will go up to $55 at the start of April. You can buy tickets from Miss Hodge during lunch. Prom tickets must be purchased in advance. Congratulations to the following students whose names were drawn for scoring 70 or above on the Algebra 1, English 2, or Biology 1 EOC. For English 2, Ricardo Tink. For English 2, the winner was Ricardo Tink. For Algebra 1, the winner was Hope Blackman, and for Biology 1, the winner was Addison Hasty. Congratulations on winning your $50 gift cards. Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Gamecock News. If you have any announcements, please share them with us. To share announcements with us, you can find a link to the Gamecock News forum on our new website, or you can email us. And if you're interested in joining the team, emailing us is a great way to get into contact with us. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.